So, welcome everyone to the second session of the podcast of Saengduean, better known as Lek Chailert. Lek, when we left off the last time, we were talking about the new sanctuary that you were developing at that time and having to deal with people with guns at your gate trying to take your elephants. That was a long time ago, but I am curious, why were people threatening you? You had death threats for many years. What was that about? Why did they threaten you?
Yeah, it's so many reasons. For first of all, when I have brought the elephant into the jungle, and then when I take them in there, and I get complaint to the government. They said, "Oh, like I just want a space," and we have on that time I lease with the local forest department to have the land for elephant to stay, because I want really to start the project to release elephant. And at the area we protect the forest, and in the area we stay, we plant a lot of forest. And the way I stay over there is we not even have we have a small hut, like a bamboo hut, and we don't make a proper toilet, and everything compost, and we plant food for elephant and everything, and just a tiny area. And then somehow 30 government officials went up there with the paper, and they said, we get a complaint that you make a giant resort in the forest here, which is if I really did, it will be against what is I have promised with the government. But then when the authority up there, they just said, where is your resort? And I said, sirs, you can see that, because I have only hut, and I don't even have a kitchen. The kitchen I use the three stone, and with a clay pot to cook, only one clay pot, and the stone that made in there. And where is a shower? I use a bamboo pipe to put the water from over there. Is everything nature? And then the man they said, after they search already, but that is the first experience with the authorized, but everyone have the gun. And after that, when they walk and search, they said, oh, the area where you stay is the forest protection. And after they search is a little bit further, they found that is the farmer start to take land and start to clear cut the land. But the area where is I stay with elephant is rich forest. So after that, they start to sit down and talk, and what's going on. And then I explained to them. I said, since I came here, of course, many camp owners not satisfied because I want to show the new way, which is let elephant to be roam free.
Well, let me stop you. What you're talking about is the people who own elephants for trekking. And when you say you want to show them a new way, you're talking about a way of treating the elephants without forcing them to do trekking, right?
Yeah. I also want on that time, because when I speak about to let elephant roam free, no one believe about my idea. They just think that, oh yeah, she's just a dreamer. It's non any government, non any authority, because you cannot bring. I think even in this century, I don't think the zoo will understand. The zoo will believe about that. They still believe that don't put elephant together, they will kill each other, they will attack each other. So this is I talked about 20 years ago, when I said that is I would like to have a land to bring the elephant, because it's one thing in my heart. I believe that elephants stay at a social life. They are the family, they are the herd. We are the one who limit their living. So when I rescue one by one, I want to take them and stay in the jungle. And every day I stay with them. I put them to introduce in the good environment. And I just want a tiny land from the government to stay there. But my dream is not a really smooth, because of the people who lost benefit from this, and their fears. They think that they cannot let me go any longer. So
Because
They
you were
burn,
threatening the trekking business.
yeah, and they burned my hut. You know, I every time when I came back, and then something that is lost, something is uh, the post lost, the
It burned your hut?
yeah, later they burned the bamboo pipe that is I put there just only 100 meters damaged and cut, and it's a lot of warning. The paper warning: get out from this mountain, or else you will never have a life. This is a lot of things, and this is a lot of threatening already. And then I on that the threaten that is I get is a quite is a quite bad. And some of my friends who went to visit, and they think, oh, like you have to leave or else they will they will get rid with you, and you have like I have no place. I have no place to move, and on that time I have no land. After they kick me and elephant out, and so that is no space, but it's almost every day. And then they burn the forest around us, especially when the summertime. And then I have to run with my hood and volunteer, try to go and do the we prepare already, but the fire burn is too close to us, close to our forest, and especially we have to rush to go to until one day I get down from the mountain to buy some medicine for the bull elephant who have the tusk, uh, rotten tusk. I came back, or the mahout, sit down. They said they can't stop. But on that time, we have no telephone, and all our hut is burned. I get like this all the time. And the other one is this is a very bad experience. And I set up the tour, and then I went to pay the car. I want to use the car to transport for banana, and I went to bought a banana in the mountain and put in the on the load on the truck in the middle of jungle. We have the motorcycle. I don't know where it's from. It's really come and just put the gun and knock us. Just stop it. And then I just said, why we stop? I said to the driver, don't stop, because this is in the middle of jungle, and I also already see the car, and that one is doesn't that person doesn't show who they are. But so they start to put the gun point, stop, and the driver keep up. But then I told the driver, when they stop across the road, we know that road is a remote area. Maybe 2 or 3 hours will be one car come, and with the chance, we have to do that. And somehow, during the time they start to ask where you go, and they start to ask a lot of questions. And then we said we can transport the banana, and they said, okay, get out of the car. And I won't get out of the car. And as I have on that time, I have like a camcorder video, because I always have with me. I start to pick up, and then the man put the gun on me, stop to record, or else you get a trouble. I said, and why you put the gun on my face? I said, I will record if you have nothing to hidden. And they said, who are you? They said, they are the police. I said, can I see your badge? He said, I don't, it's not necessary. They don't show. So somehow during the time the argument, the villager had another pickup truck came, and then our driver and the police just said, the man who claimed he is the police, they said, go to the side road. And this time I have, is we have no other chance. That is how long the other car will come again. I told to the driver, look, start the car and move the car and drive as fast as you can. I have no choice. And then we would drive to the police station. We have no choice. So the driver take it, and we drove with that motorcycle, come with a gun and, point us. And then we see the police stop in other way, but not stop us. And I feel better, because with many police there, and also the main road. And they said, get out of your truck. And when I have that, I put the seat belt for both of us, and then I said, okay, we get out. And then I still have my video. And he said, why you video? I said, I have to do. So, and then they start more men go up to our truck and throw the banana, pick up the banana, throw to the side road, and it's no gentle. I tell you, the banana is the bunch like this. Throw is all broken and damaged. And then I asked them, really, can you tell me what's going on? They said, oh, we got a report. That is the green car transport, the drug. And I said, they give my plate number as well. I said, who care? Green car is green car. And at that time, my car is green. So, and then they start to ask, they ask my driver, this is a new brand car. Yes, and that time, because I just spent only a little bit money because I want to use to buy the broken bun, to buy the truck to transport. And then they start to ask, how you get the car? How you find the money? You are just a huge tribe. How you find the money on this? And then I just said, why answer you? You know, it's no reason for the authority to abuse us like that. And they search everything. They search in the car. They search everything everywhere. They use the dog, everything. They couldn't find anything. And I said, well, I couldn't find anything because with the camera that protect me. I have to use the camera or else that I can't protect myself. And then the one of the men called, hey, talk to my driver, come along here. And he said, I really don't like your boss, the woman who come with you. And then they said, I don't like this woman. And anyway, I give you a ticket. And the driver said, why you give me a ticket? And the man said, because I don't like your boss. And what is, he said, because you don't wear seat belt. I said to the driver, it's okay, don't argue. Take a ticket. We go to police station. And then when I went to the police station, I start to search the picture. I filmed the video, and yes, the two men who chased us in the middle of the jungle is the police.
The bottom line is you were trying to save broken, abused, and elderly elephants while the trekking industry was at its peak. And you were getting a lot of pushback from people who were trying to protect the trekking industry by getting rid of you.
Yeah, and to be honest, the money of the tourist industry is huge, giant, and
it's the #1 tourist attraction in Thailand.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about, first of all, why were you then and why are you still opposed to trekking in just simple terms?
It's not really opposed to the trekking, David. As I tell you, I always dream that is when I have witnessed the logging industry is bad. And I dream that is the tourist industry will bring the better life for animals. As I believe that is when animal in the public, they get treated better. But after that, I find out it's not true at all. I find out of the human selfish. I find out of the greedy. I find out a lot of things. I give you example. When the people come for trekking, I was select to be a president of the trekking association for 6 years, and I use this time to meet with the member. The reason that to meet with the member, that is I want to find out and to see them very closely and to see the business. I see a lot of ugly things during, and I will talk honest to the animals. The trekking trip that is offer people to ride the elephant up and down the mountain between 1.5 to 2.5 hours. And some tourists that is ride the elephant 2 hours should be enough. But some tourists did not think like that. When they start to ride the elephant, and sometimes the elephant get tired. Some elephant may be exhausted from many hours of riding. So these people will complain. Oh, I expect to ride 2.5 hours, why I get only 1.5 hours. Then when they complain, is the elephant become a victim. Then the mahout and the camp owner doesn't want to refund money. Okay, I give you to ride 2 hours more. I see this kind of thing is unbelievable about the people. And as well, sometimes to ride the elephant, when the elephant walk, sometimes they will grab the food, they will grab the mud, they will grab the dirt, they will throw to their head, or they will take the water to spray. Some people they don't like that. They said, "Oh, make my clothes dirty," and complain. Then when they complain, the owner of the camp have to find a tool to control more elephant. They find something on the between behind the neck like a ruler, but both sharp like a knife, like this, and stuck like this. Elephant can turn, can raise the trunk, can do that. And this is all tool which is to to abuse the animal because of the tourists. People try to control the elephant from their selfish and from their greedy and for survival of the business. So
Right.
I start with
But also the mahouts that ride on the elephant's neck use a bull hook and stab them in the forehead, stab them in the ears, and try to keep it so the riders can't see, but they're dominating the elephant from the front in order to make sure the elephant does what they want.
yeah, and as well, David, when from the trekking move to elephant camp, is still elephant camp. This is elephant maybe don't walk to the deep jungle, don't walk to the rough road, or don't go up and down the hill. But for the business like this, they have to find a show to the competition to make the market to hit them. So to the show, they start to do we are better show than other place.
Yeah.
So the show is will be more variety show, and the
Right.
more
And
variety
the elephants
show,
pay the price.
the elephant pay the price, and all elephants are trained hardly. They have to go to do more dancing, performing, play hula hoop, play that uh, the camp are fighting to get more products
I
for the
understand.
tourists. An elephant will have to work hard and also train hard. And as well, when they are falling down from the tank, no one see behind the scene. They maybe enjoy with that, but behind the scene, what going on, and also for the elephant, that is, if the injury, who knows the injury for months, and this is the tourists don't know that their entertainment, but animals suffer.
Right. And there's many other things that go on from the time they train them as babies.
Just want to show you, I have
Oh,
during the time I speak to you,
yeah.
I have a lot of
Water
buffaloes
buffalo. I see
stand
them
around.
going. I see them going by. Your
Yeah.
other pets. So there's a lot of reasons why you're opposed to trekking, and I totally understand that. But meanwhile, you have no political support, very little financial support. You have no significant support of any kind, but you didn't give up on the elephants. Why?
David, I am ordinary people, but I have only heart for animals. You know, my friend asked me, like, why you bring yourself to suffer like this? And Jesus said, give up and work and stay as a normal people. They know that I am this. They even some of my friends joking to me, you are abnormal, because they just think that is why I obsession to help elephant. Every time when I visit elephant that work in either industry, I look at their eyes. I can feel their expression, their fear more than me. They can't speak, but I can. So this is the reason that is I will stand for them. The more I see the elephant suffer, the more that is I will go to speak out. I'm maybe different from people who help animals. Many people, many of my friends who work for animal, they said they love animals so much. They love animal more than their life. But when they see the animal get abused, they turn the back right away. They said, I don't want to see that picture. Take the picture away. And but for me, I will stand and see that. And when I see they get abused, I look at their eyes and I promise them I won't give up, and I will help them, and I will take them out of that. And everything that is put in my heart never get out, because I know that this picture is in my mind and my memory is remind me all the time. That is, I will stand for them and will help them out. Sometimes some of elephant I can't help because the law here, they don't have anything to protect them at all. But I know that it's not too late for me to have my journey to walk, and every day I work because I want to reach the goal where I want to help them.
And the people in the village started to believe in what you were doing, and they started to help you by making clothes for you.
Yeah,
And
before no one believe, but now I have more people believe, and they also I have more people support.
because over time, your will convinced people, and they came and saw what you were doing, and they believed in your cause, and things started to change. What was the first
Yeah.
time you started to have a feeling that the world was going to take notice, that what you were doing was really important and more important than trekking?
Between 2002 to 2005, I still have many people against my idea, and many people start to attack. It's a lot of rumor, is a lot of accusation, and I stand still. I just said that is I believe in my heart, and I know that this is, if I want to help anymore one day, I can't keep up on this. If I have any day I give up, then I have no hope. So I every day when that the picture of elephant get abused remind me and come from my memory, I just said that is I won't give up. I will stand. And then in 2005, this is the window open when Time magazine named me as the Asian hero of Asia.
Well, there was one thing that happened just before that. Hillary Clinton came to see you, didn't she?
No, Hillary Clinton invited me to the White House.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I visit Madame Clinton at the White House, and then she start to ask about elephant, and which is for me, I come from a little small rock, and I feel myself someone like the little rock in the bush somewhere, and I never value myself in that, and I never thought one very important woman in the world that is will invite me there, and then when she first met me, she said, "How about your elephant? It's empower women like me, And then when I hear one word from her, and this is I'm shocked for a bit, because it's wonder why me be there,
Because she could feel your heart like everybody who's ever met you. Do you remember the first conversation you and I had, which was about 20 years ago? I called you. It took me 2 years to get your phone number because you were still in the middle of getting death threats. And I called you and you answered, hello. I'll never forget this conversation. I was in Hawaii and the phone number came in, and I didn't even think about what time it was in Thailand. And I dialed the number immediately, and you said, hello. And I said, is this Lek? Who's this? I said, my name is David Casselman. I was given your number. I'm working in partnership with the government of Cambodia. I have 1 million acres of jungle land. There's this deathly silence on the phone, and you said, did you say 1 million acres? I said, yes. And then there's this second deathly silence. I thought you dropped the phone. And then you said, did you say you're in partnership with the government? I said, yes. And you said, when can we meet? And I literally got on a plane the next day from Hawaii to Los Angeles to Cambodia to Thailand. And I was in Elephant Nature Park in like, I don't know, 72 hours. And it was one of the most remarkable things. Of course, you showed me around ENP. And then I said, would you like to see the sanctuary land? And you said, yes. So we flew down to Bangkok, and I'll never forget, we drove down from Siem Reap to the land, and you walked out and you looked up at all these magnificent mahogany, teak, and rubber trees, and you got out and you looked at all the flowers and the various things which you knew very well because of your grandfather. You knew what everything was, and you came back and you had a tear in your eye and you said, "When do we start?"
Yeah.
That was one of the most magical moments in my life. And yes, of course, Hillary Clinton saw something special. Everybody sees something special in you. And of course, Time Magazine named you Asian Woman of the Year, which didn't hurt any. And then you started to get more support. You were invited to speak at the United Nations. A little after that, we ended up putting together some people that wanted to meet you, and we did a movie called Love and Bananas. And you traveled and I traveled, and Ashley Bell, who wrote, produced, and directed it, traveled. And we talked a lot about the evils of trekking. And the movie helps to educate people in a very, I think, uplifting, inspiring way about that. And on the strength of that film, you were able to close 50 some trekking camps because people learned for the first time about how bad trekking was, because it's a secret in Thailand. No one's going to tell you these things. That was a pretty important step, I think, in the evolution of things.
Without you, this love and banana, because I know you fund everything to make this, and I want to give a big credit to you myself
I
because
didn't
I
do
know.
everything by any means. Ashley wrote it, produced it, directed. I helped, but it
Yeah.
was very important to me.
Yeah, and you know that is Ashley, John, you know, and her team. That is, they do best job as well, and you finance on that. But you know, I want to let you know that love and banana have been revolution the 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 life of elephant in Thailand. I will tell you why. When we start to show love and banana, and I have to tour around, uh, many people against this, and they have the alliance. They set up before the camp. They don't like each other, and suddenly they join the hand. They join the hand and they start to do alliance, and they start to go to write the elephant. They start to go to write the letter to tell the people don't show the movie because everything in there is lie. And this is, I already can feel the fear from these people because they don't do it. Since I have many firm, I have some big documentary came to do the work. I never get any against like love and banana. And this is already, I want you to be proud. This powerful of the documentary is have make the that make them fear, and they start to pay the money, start to attack me during the time, and they start to gathering the group and set up the group for their own group. They even have the people stalking me.
They lied about you in the Wall Street Journal. People have been saying lies, and you were very smart. We talked about this. You
Yeah,
just let them do what they had to do, and we ignored
yeah.
them.
So we have a lot of things not easy for us to show love and banana at all, and because it's, some people hesitate, and they even say that is all the picture that have is set up and have blood is not a real blood. But finally, that is when the movie have show in the documentary, and the quality of the film is good, and to show there, and I tell you, 1,000 people see the film, and they start to help us. They start to prove. They start to talk about. They start to share about this. And wherever I went, I never, you know, I went to Australia. I went to uh, Europe, London. We went to the theater. Some of the firm, this is done by a big production, like Australia, just only premiere in there, and Love and Banana, just a small firm. But then we see that people full of the hall. But then after they open the door to go inside the theater, it's almost 99% go to love and banana. And this is make me so much proud that we have a lot of voice, and love and banana is really powerful and is ultimate. When love and banana educate people, people talk about love and banana to show on the aeroplane like a Cathay Pacific. People traveling to Thailand and they think, when they see that, they think, and the name is also beautiful, by the way. They
Yeah,
think about that.
you don't need bullhooks, you need love and bananas.
Yeah. And then it's bring a lot of people to talk about even today. And then the people start to think, hey, we cannot do this business anymore. If we do this, we might no customer. When the market outside say no, people in here, they start to think we have to change. So more people start to do elephant bath, feed elephant, walk with elephant, start to come like a 30 camp, 50 camp. We have about almost 300. And I have to tell you, today, probably
300 trekking camps have closed.
yeah, it's a tourist camp who use elephant and riding before. But now, I have to tell you, not 10% left.
You know, that's the best news you can ever imagine. And
Yeah.
Love and Bananas taught me something very important. Just like you're saying, the power of film to inspire change is the reason I started Ecoflix, because I realized, done well, done with people who are honest and are really loving in what they're doing, you can move mountains. And you've certainly done that. So, but let's get back to you, because it wasn't just love and bananas. Eventually, people in Thailand started to realize how important you are. I knew that for decades, but then you got elected to parliament. How the heck did that happen?
David, is like this. First of all, love and banana, unfortunately, cannot show in Thailand. And I wish that if it show in Thailand, will change a lot of Thai people. But it's not show in Thailand and cannot access in Thailand at all. But I won't stop to fight. And in every, as I told you before, I wake up every day, I seeking to do things, and I know the life is short, and I can't waste even 1 minute. I have to work. If I can voice for elephant, I do. I voice for animal. I'm not just really fight for elephant, but it's all animals in this. I won't let my voice, to be silent. So, uh, of course, when you stand up, you have two choice, two paths. Some people like you, some people don't like. And when people are gathering to do the Elephant Alliance, or then I gathering is Animal Activist Alliance as well. So we have, and then I start to do the uh, bring the voice to the young generation.
You became aware that you had a powerful voice.
Yeah, and I just think that is the only, in any country when we don't have law or animal right, the only way that is to stand up and make the movement and make the big impact is education. I have many school, university contact us. We would like to bring our children to your project. Do you have elephant painting? No, we don't have. Oh, sorry, we want to bring our kid to see
Because
elephant painting.
people don't know that elephants are tortured in order to make those paintings.
That's
If you
right.
don't know better, you might believe that it's natural and beautiful for an elephant to want to paint something because you don't know the truth. That's the
Yeah.
problem with keeping those things secret.
Yeah, when they told us that sorry, we can't go to visit your place because we want to show our kid to see elephant painting. And then I said, okay, they don't come to see us, we go to see them. So right away, I contact the principal. We want to visit your school. We brought love and banana there. And then we start to talk about this and discuss about this. And then all the children, we start to Q&A, and I start to go move from one school to another school and across Thailand. and not just only school, temple, church, community. I start to use the tool that is you have made and start to bring and on my speak. And after that, people are start to realize about that. The teacher come along, some deny to come and see us. When we allow them to come and visit, our project is free. They deny, and then they said, okay, now our school want to work with you. We want to plant the tree. We want to do this. We want to do, and now we have like a couple hundred school work with us for plant the tree, and we do a lot of things that to bring more oxygen to the planet by use the elephant to be our ambassador. So I believe that is education will make a big impact. People doesn't know, we can't blame them. When they know better, they do better. So, and this is the young kid is the student, the young generation, they are our future. So I don't turn my back to them.
No, and that is why Ecoflix is free to schools as well, because we're of the same mind on these things. You've taught me a great deal, and I have learned as much as possible from you, because anybody could learn a lot from you. So you're in Parliament. Why is that important?
Okay, I'm not in just only work in Parliament now. I'm the one of the women in the committee of National Research Assembly to work about why elephant. And they select 7 people and all professional. And I'm one in there and only one woman in there, which is quite tough. But to be in the Parliament, which is I get selected by Parliament and a member of Parliament, that is to choose to work to be a committee, and then I get selected to be a vice president to work, and then I can voice for. First, I work with the wild elephant to protect the number of the population, and also a lot of issue here in Thailand and throughout Asia about elephant and human conflict. Most is the people just only have the research to see that is elephant are damaged and kill people, but the voice only heard only one side, that is elephant are very bad, kill people, but no one will speak why elephant walk out from the jungle, walk out from their home to stand at the factory or stand in superhighway or take their children to be in the market. And this is the most important. And then when I was there, I stand up, and because it's many policy in the country want to do, okay, get rid with the wild elephant, capture them and export to the other place like African country do, or lift the ban of the trade. Before Thailand have the trade, and now they want to lift the ban. Of course, and I won't let this thing happening. So I stand up, and I know that to stand up to fight with this is not easy. I have a lot of campaigns about this before the government will select me, before the MP select me, and I have we have a lot of protests about ivory, because Thailand Thailand. I have to admit that Thailand is the hub of ivory. Before, even our government for the past time, they want to be the hub to sell the ivory between Africa to Asia. This kind of thing, to when this thing happened, I just said, I have a lot of job at the park. I have a lot of animal to care. I have over 5,000 animals at the park, but I cannot be silent at my place. And this is too small for me to fight. So I have to step out. So I talk to the rep, please respond in here. I will step out to work for the national, for work for more and speak more and bring the law. So to be in the parliament is tough.
You have to travel from Chiang Mai down to Bangkok for every meeting.
Yes. Yeah, for meeting 2 times a week. And I have to away from the animals from here. But to be in there, try to go to raise the voice to the government, that is sometimes they not even see the topic of environment and animals. Yet, we decided, I start to stand up and fight to bring animal welfare acts in the parliament first. to make sure that they understand that Thailand need animal welfare acts.
Because you need to educate people that don't know the truth. That seems to be the common theme here. Money, power, truth, they don't mix. And
Yeah.
when you teach them the truth, that's the only time things can change. And as it happened, COVID stepped in a few years ago and took the world by storm. And it really affected Thailand. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So when we first know about COVID, the early of 2020, so we just think that, oh, okay, it's maybe like a SARS, maybe like a bird flu, because we also passed about this, and but 3 months not, and then we can see that is the COVID have moved. I can see the map, the red map, move from one area, quite move to the other area, from Asia to Europe, to America, to Africa, to everywhere.
And people are dying.
Yeah, and then after that, I start to think, hey, this is really not good. So during the time that is when the government not locked down, I visit many places.
You need to add, there were no vaccines in Thailand, and people were literally falling dead in the streets.
That's right. And on that time, we didn't have a vaccine, but it's only a few people get a vaccine. And then later the government have bring vaccine, but this is not our choice. Some people doesn't like to get that vaccine. This is, to be honest, the government is also doesn't want us to speak, because we in Thailand we have a limit of speed, and so some of us maybe stand up and speak.
Don't say anything that'll get you in trouble here.
Yeah. So even we talk that we don't want this vaccine, can't speak much because we are still in the special law. So I can't speak like that. But I just let you know that we have not much choice about vaccine, and we are fear. But the time that is when I still not get vaccine, I still have to visit many camp, because it's the life of elephant. I cannot let them.
So let's set the stage here. People can't travel from around the world to come to Thailand to trek with elephants, which is the real reason most tourists come. Because of COVID, they can't travel, so there's no tourists coming, and then the elephants are sitting with no money coming in.
Yeah, and when all the border cross, we have zero tourists to visit us. For us, we sustainable at the park. We have the money from the tourists, and tourists come and pay us. We use the money to look after, to buy food, to pay mahout, to look after, buy the medicine for our animals. But when we have zero income, but 100% still pay, and even worse, because many people dump animal to us. But during the time that the government issued the other law and other law to come, and they not just between border to border, but they cross between village to village.
Right.
It's very difficult to us.
Yeah, but go back a step. You said something quickly there that's very important. While COVID was creating this crisis for no tourism, there were elephants that needed to be fed, but there was no money coming in. And you quickly went over that people dumped animals on Elephant Nature Park. These are people who were making money from trekking, who literally were letting their elephants starve, and you wouldn't let that happen. So you told them, bring them to me, I will take care of them, even though you weren't buying them, but you didn't want to see them starve.
Yeah, okay. It's over 200 elephants, which is we help during that time. For first of all, I have to give a background a little bit. Maybe people think that elephant camp own elephant. The fact is, many elephant camp doesn't own elephant. The elephant camp is a business people who maybe have a few elephant, but
there's an owner, there's a camp operator, and then there are the mahouts, and the owner is somewhere else.
Yeah, they set up the big business, and then they ask mahout, ask elephant to come and join. Maybe they rent elephant right 30 minutes, you get this time, the camp get this, how much money you get, how many percentage the camp get, and it depends they will make agreement. So for the early time that when they have COVID, some camp maybe, okay, you can stay here. But after that, it's come for 6 months, come for 1 year, come for 2 years. The camp said, sorry, I can't handling with this, or I can't have, they might don't have the money to pay for gasoline, pay for the food to gasoline to cut the grass, or pay for the electric or water. Elephant drink a lot of water, especially they have to buy the water from the government tap. So this is a cost for them when they get zero. So the camp owner just said, then you have to take elephant home. And this elephant is no place to stay. They come along and ask us, can you please, I can't go home. If I go home, no place to put elephant, no food. Can you allow us? And we allow many elephants around us. Some of them bring elephant and drop to us and run away. And the elephant costs $1 million baht. Some of them dump like a 3 elephant. This is cost a lot. With Mahout, and the next day Mahout run away. And then when they start to leave elephant with us, we have 80 spade. Okay, you can have this, you can have this. I gave them a lychee plantation. I gave them where our spade with the mango plantation. And I found again the next week, all mango dead because the elephant eat all the leaf. But I can't do anything on the food. These elephants, they are hungry and they're so skinny. And our staff have to work hard, and we have zero money to come in.
But you have many supporters around the world.
Yes.
And people have been incredibly generous and understood what you were going through. And there were many, many people who, from a few dollars to many dollars, did everything they could do to help support these elephants and you through COVID, which was a big, big testament to their recognition of how important your work is in this area. And it's carried you worldwide. People know what you have done at absolutely no benefit to yourself. It's only for the elephants and the animals.
First of all, David, I just want to let you know, COVID have bring me to learn that is I have friend who, when you get the bad situation, a real friend appear. So I have many friends and organizations that stand up. They know that exactly. They don't allow elephant and our animal are hungry. So we have organization in America. I wish that I go until I say thank you to them all. And they start to, some of them just create just for this. And they help us with the elephant food bank. And for first of all, when we told to our friend that we want to bring some food to the elephant riding, that is most people who work for elephant camp, they don't like me. That is before COVID. And COVID have turned the opportunity to us to change the life of them. Maybe I changed before COVID, I changed about 35 camp. But now I turn 1,000 elephant life for that. And because of my friend from around the world start to help. And first, when I have friends donate money, and then I ask for permission, can I bring some part of the money I have? If I have like a $100, I want to share some to the people. And then some friends said, like, no, you have to keep this while you give to the camp. And I said, look, elephant doesn't want to ride. This time they don't ride, and the camp is have very suffer. But if we show generosity to them, we can change them. So if you allow me, I will share this. So I try to use the money to be value as much. I don't throw the money to them as like a throw money, but I use this money to be elephant food. I decided to bring money to plant the food, and with the Thai people who donate the land, we make a long-term sustainable. And I invite many camp come and plant the food. And now if they have a COVID, in another 3 times COVID, we have food already there for elephant with no hungry. And with elephant food bank, which is now is turned to be more positive. and many people now learn to prepare for the worst.
Because you treat humans almost as well as you treat all other animals. And there have been many situations. I remember vividly in Cambodia, the man who brought a gun to camp, his wife was working there, and the police came and arrested him because he was waving a gun around. And people in Cambodia wanted to throw the key away and lock him up for life. And you said, no, this is not the way. And you went into town, you sat in the cell with him, you talked to him for hours and told the police, we're not going to press charges. And they let him go. You never had another problem with him. And that's because you treat people with the same kindness, honesty, gentleness that you treat your animals, and they can feel it. Just like I've been feeling it all these years, and you've made me a much better person. I think you've probably made everybody who knows you a much better person. And I think your conviction and your hard work have caused a lot of things to change, not just with the animals, but with the people around you who are better for it. And I'd like to close with just one more question. I'd like to ask you your view for the people that are hearing this podcast. What lessons would you give people who are feeling powerless to change something that's very, very important to them? The exact position you were in a number of years ago, you felt very, very powerless to change, but you didn't give up. And now you've literally moved mountains, and the world is better for it. What advice, what lessons would you share with people in that position?
David, I, you know, I think in every work you have is work is not easy, but it's when I work for, I always every week I meet with for the volunteer, and I get a lot of questions, and I tell to the people who I met, I just tell to them, when we have submit to work in anything, we have to love our job, and we have to focus on that, and especially to work to voice for the animals, and you have to walk through a lot, especially almost 50% people understand and people don't understand, and we will get a lot of pressure, we will get a lot of plenty hate, and we get also love. So what is we should do? Sometimes for me, when I work for the elephant, I have so many people mark me as an enemy, but I won't fight back to them on that, because I want to bring them very close to me, as if I love elephant, I have elephant in their hand, and I can't push them away. I have to bring them close. I will find any opportunity to take them to come and work with me, because my point is elephant. My philosophy is love. Nothing. If we talk about hate, it's nothing will help us. So it is not about us. It's about someone else. It's about the life that is we are helping them right now. And it doesn't matter I get pleasure, it doesn't matter I get rumor or attack or bullying. In one day I'm die. I'm not be here anymore. But many animals need to change their life. It's not about, as I tell you, it's about us at all. So if we forget about that and we just think that this is we do for animals, forget everything around us, and we do for them. And that is I focus right now. And even the person they mark me as an enemy, they walk to me and they said, "Look, I apologize that I have done thing to you, and I don't want to talk about that." During COVID, I have many of the people who attack me, and I see that, I monitor that all the time. They come and hug me, and I feel the hug is very sincere. I feel the hug. I see the tear of them, and this is like the drop from heaven put in my heart, and that's it. I feel that this is the hope, the light that's come, and to the what is I my view. I want to do that. and I know that it's only love can make the world more beautiful. We have war, we have a lot of problem between our own species because of hate. So it's not good for us. So try to think positive. Let's focus on ourselves and think others and try to use in our minute to work for the others. And then you will know that the happy is come from here. When you see something change, and myself, I don't think that is I born to be, to take, but I want to be to give to people. And I want to living in this planet with a legacy. I want to living this planet with a smile in my face and to see everything what I want to see. People ask me, like, your job is done now. I said, no, still 50%. I still keep do the job, and until I see everything. I know I'm not expect 100%, but I expect every day, every percent that is I want to see to make a movement for the animal, and to put them in a better life. And I born here for them, and I will speak for them until the last minute. And even I have my eye can see, my leg can walk, I won't stop. I won't stop to work for them.
And I think that's the lesson. Work from your heart and don't ever quit.
Yes.
Lek, thank you, first of all, for being in my life. And thank you so much for taking the time for these podcasts. I hope everyone's enjoyed them as much as I have.
I want to thank you to you as well, David, for to be support us a lot. No, you do always behind Cambodia Wildlife Sanctuary. You are big support. You have support us a lot. Without you and many of our supporters, I won't be here. And to help the animal to be success, I very much gratitude for all supporters who help us and bring this positive work together. And thank you to everyone to help us.
Following the taping of this volume 2 with Lek Chailert, something extraordinary happened, prompting an invitation and my travel to Thailand to be with her. And then the following happened.
Yeah, I get selected by the France government to receive region of honor Chevalier for the night. The President Macron have made his trip and then come and put
the Legion of Honor medal on you.
The Legion of
That's
Honor.
the highest civilian award given in France.
Yes, that is before when I heard, I'm not quite sure what it's about. But then when I have a French friend and also the embassy to have explained to me, and then I understand that, and I know that is for this region of honor is normally they give to warrior, give to someone who fighting for government, and then I heard from the president when he gave me, he said, yes, you are the animal warrior, you warrior for
so true
nature and biodiversity, and he said it we so proud of you to represent this to you, and I'm so proud of this, and I'm very gratitude and grateful and the great honor on that.
You should be very proud. I don't know anybody else who's ever gotten that award because it's so prestigious and rare, and for something as important as helping animals in the planet, it makes you just all the more stand out, because in that category you've literally paved a road that no one else has even gone down. And while we're talking, people should be seeing video or pictures behind us so that you'll be able to show him giving you the award, and they can see it was a very big occasion, and I thought it was so important. I thought I'd just come here and be with you for that.
Yeah, I'm so proud of this, and also I just said I don't. I try to talk to the embassy. I said, can I bring my friend, because they have a quite limit of the security. I said, can I bring my friend and who support and who work for us for a long time, and I want him to be here. And then I send your name to the security team, and then when things are passed, I said, I'm so happy. So I just said, David, please come and then join my special event. And
I mean, I got through security?
you get through the security.
They must have missed everything.
You miss, maybe, but you pass everything. But it's for me, David. I come from a small village. My life, if I compare myself, I'm like a little rock in the middle of jungle, and it's somewhere which is people never recognize. And I never know I will come here until today. But one thing that my mother have told me, that you cannot choose to be born, but you can choose to be someone. And then my mom is always that when I went to the school when I'm young, I get bullied by the rich children, because I have no shoe. They walk in and stamp on my feet and hurt my feet because I have no shoe. They have shoe. And when I talk to mom, and they call me compare me like animals, right? Wild animal. And then my mother said, you should be proud, because these wild animals, they are very honored, and don't feel sad. And you maybe don't born to be a princess, but your acting can be a princess. It's my mother always support me from whatever I living, and this is it bring me until today, and bring me to be proud today. Without my family, especially my mom and my grandfather, I won't be here.
They're seeing you, they're watching. But I have to tell you, I disagree with your analogy. You're not a rock in the middle of something. You're a river, started small, against a mountain, and you literally eroded right through the entire mountain, and you created a huge river, not the reverse. You weren't blocking anything, you were making your own path. And as you know, when I arrived, I brought you a present from my wife, Pam, and it is a picture of Joan of Arc, and it's so perfect for you, and the caption said, I'm not afraid, I was born to do this. And that's you. You were born to do this.
That's beautiful. Beautiful picture, beautiful word.
Lek, I want to thank you so much for all your support, for the animals, for the planet, for Ecoflix, and for being my friend.
David, I can't do this alone without the supporter, without someone like you to be behind us. We cannot run like this. Is for a lot of things, even for Kawan, for Cambodia Wildlife Sanctuary. We can't do it without your support, and the thing will never happen. And it's many things that is when I look back, and I know that is out my path, I always find a good person. And unfortunate that I maybe find a lot of people that doesn't like me, and I challenge a lot. But in the same way that is, I find that is many people stay around me, many of angel, and then I know that is make me strength to stand up and fight until today.
I have to tell you again, I disagree with you. People around you become better people because they're around you. It's not the reverse. You make everybody, including me, a much better person just by knowing you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.